Hello students, I welcome you all on behalf of GS College of Commerce, Wardha. And today I will conduct our e-lecture on skill development, BCom Sem 4th. In earlier lectures we have gone through with the meaning of personality, different types of personality, how it is bifurcated, everything is covered in our earlier lectures. Now today we will focus on growth and human behavior. Now, what exactly is the meaning of growth? Concerned with individual's development, okay, the environment and in which he or she is grown. That is means the growth is physical as well as mental. So when here we are talking with growth, it means what? It is a physical increase in some quantity over time. It changes in terms of height, weight, body proportions and general physical appearance. Again, growth exactly is related with the physical or your body contents, means with the increase of your height, weight, body proportions and general physical appearance, that is growth. It involves all those structural and psychological changes that takes place within individual during the process of maturation. Once earlier also I have told you, when the person or the individual is of 3 years of age, okay, then slowly and gradually he will grow. So with this growth, with this physical growth, he is mentally also growing. Means he is getting matured day by day. He is understanding the situations, the environment which he is getting, maybe in school, maybe at his home or in social gatherings. So it means, so growth means a child, an increase in child's weight, height and different organs of his body. So different, again, the subject experts have defined the growth. What Herlock says, change in size, in proportion, disappearance of old features and acquisition of new ones. Obviously, your face increases, it means was change in size, in proportion, disappearance of old features and acquisition of new ones. Further we will see what are the different ages and how it is divided as per, means the different names are given to that particular age. So growth refers to the structural and psychological changes. It is an increase in physical size of a whole or any of its part and can be measured. So, physical as well as emotional strength is also a genetic factor. See, as a human, as an individual is in a process of learning. Here we can say he is in the process of learning, and that learning is not educational learning, but he is growing overall, means overall development and growth, okay, which is affected or which is observed with individuals behavior. Okay, so biological influences on human growth and behavior. So due to genetic factors, some children have the desire to live longer while other children have the death wish is stronger. So this all depends on, again and again, the environment, growth, okay, the circumstances in which he is grown up or he is growing, that makes a difference a lot in his personality. So human development and behaviors are a combination of biological, social and psychological influences. Here we will take example. A child has a talent in mathematics by birth due to hereditary factor, but if the environment does not support him to develop his talent, the innate ability may not develop properly. Characteristics of biological influences on human. Here what it is said in this example, if the child is very good in any specific subject, maybe in mathematics, maybe in physics, by birth due to heredity. Here heredity, genes, they are also playing a very important role in one's growth. But if the environment does not support to develop his talent, it means what? If he is not getting a proper teacher, if he is means the good teacher, the sources are not available with him to develop his talent, that becomes the impediment for his growth in that particular subject or in that particular topic. So the innate ability may not develop properly. So human growth and behaviors can be understood from the characteristics. Okay, what are these? Behaviors are reproduced in successive generations. Now, behaviors in species are handed over from generation to generation. In other words, the particular behavior continues over several generations. For example, goats live to move in flock. Okay, now behaviors are reproduced in successive generations. As we have seen many times, it happens. Actors का बेटा actor ही बनता है. Okay, the son of politicians, he become politician only. So this is how the heredity and genes or the surrounding in which that individual is growing. So human growth and behavior, that is one of the characteristics. Then change in biological process determines the change in behavior. The change in human growth and behavior are determined by change in biological process. If there is a change in biological structure or a process, that leads to the change in human growth and behavior also. How it will be learned? For example, if there is a damage in a particular area of brain of a person, the behavior of that person may change, or it will definitely change, and he may express more aggressiveness or emotionality. Similarly, the intake of certain drugs may change the brain chemistry, which have produced behavioral changes of the human beings. So, see, again, it may be what we call it as a very sad part of that human being, that due to some reason he is taking drugs, or there is an accident on road in which his brain is damaged. So the person who was behaving earlier will definitely behave in different way because of that accident. So accident was a situation which he has faced, and due to that his behavior is changed. Similarly, the intake of certain drugs, okay, he may be taking any drugs or any what you say, the bad habits like drugs or excessive use of alcohol. It is also a reason that may change the brain chemistry, which have produced a behavioral changes of human being. Behaviors run in families, behaviors are transmitted in families. When we talk about genes or heredity, then the family background plays an excellent role. It means it has been observed in families that if a person in the family has a mental disorder, other members of the family may face the same problem. Likewise, we can take it exactly opposite. If a person in that particular family is a doctor, then he will definitely like his son or a daughter to become a doctor. Why? Because the situation or the atmosphere which that particular son or daughter is observing in that family, so heredity ultimately works. Their genes also give them that certain environment that they want to become, or they want to adopt that particular what we say profession in their family. And here what is said in this example, if it is observed in the family, if any person he has a mental disorder, so it may be possible that mental disorder will be carried on into the next generation, or this is mostly observed that such things are passed on to their third generations. Okay, so it is called that behavior run in families, or behaviors are transmitted in families. Genes are evolutionary. Behavioral changes occur through evolutions of genes. The genes of chimpanzees and human beings are almost similar. Okay, so chimpanzees are close to human beings. Why it is said that we are originally we are of their family. Okay, like monkeys or chimpanzees. So our behavior, and in our means human behavior and chimpanzees behavior are mostly similar. So here what I was saying in earlier, that stages of human growth and development. So these different stages are bifurcated as per the age of the individual, or as per the age of a human being. And if we go through in very detail, means right from the beginning, infancy up to the age of 1.5 years, means as the children is born, since his birth up to the age of 1.5 years, it is called infancy. So infancy is a name of that particular stage, and the age which is bifurcated for that particular stage is up to 1.5 years. Then second we will see toddlerhood or toddlers, means a individual from the age group of 18 months to 4 years. Okay, so the person of 18 months up to 4 years, and his stage is bifurcated as toddlerhood or as a toddler. Okay, then we move on to preschool. Okay, from 3 years to 5 to 6 years. Okay, now adolescence, then from 12 years to 18 years, and maturity, that is adulthood, from 18 years and onwards. So these are the different stages of human being. Now when an individual is born, okay, so again the growth, development, heredity, genes, such factors are making a lot impact on him. Okay, if he is in the stage of infancy, means up to 1.5 years, he do not understand, he is just only crying for the food. Okay, that only, what you say, the maturity which is passed on to him, that he will cry for that thing only which is in need, because as we know that food, shelter and cloth, these are the three basic needs of every human being. So as per that, food comes first. So when a human is in infancy stage, it means from his birth up to 1.5 years, he understand only that thing, that he need a food, that is his basic requirement. Then toddlerhood means from 18 months to 4 years. In this age, he starts accepting the different things, the environment in which he is growing, which is exactly related with his personality. Okay, he tries to understand the language which is spoken at his home, which is known as a mother tongue or any other language. And it is said by the psychologist that the child up to 5 years, his brain growth, means his mental growth, is maximum. So if you are providing, means the boy or a girl who is of 5 to 6 years of age, they grasp the things very fastly. So it is always said that grasping power of the children is very high. It means their brain is made for that, so that they can catch the thing, they can grasp the things very fast. Then adolescence, now from 6 to 12 years, that is also that is also a stage, from 6 years to 12 years. Okay, he is in, we can say it as a school age. It means he is trying to learn different things as per our society's rule. Okay, once the boy or a girl is of 6 years, okay, now they are supposed to take their authenticated education. 6 years means, if the boy is 6 year complete or the girl is 6 year complete, it means he will move on to standard 1 or first standard. Okay, likewise up to standard 4th, means up to standard 4th means 10 years of age, up to standard 5th means up to 11 years of age. He is continuously in the learning stage or in the learning process. So schooling age we can call it as. But since after 12 years or from 12 years to 18 or 19 years, we always call it as a teen age, where 13, what is the spelling of 13? THIRTEEN, and that ends with 19. So the age of 13 up to 19 is also known as adolescence or a teen age, where he tries to understand the differentiate between the sex, differentiation between the, what you call it as, the girl and boy. Okay, they are physically getting attracted towards each other. That is what is exactly the teen age. Okay, then it starts with maturity and adulthood. Once the boy or a girl, he has completed 18 or 19 years of his age, then he is become little bit of matured, he is moving on to the maturity age or towards adulthood. And since 19, 20 up to his life, up to his complete life, he is in a learning process always, although it is called adulthood or maturity. But from my point of view, nobody is completely matured or in a completely understanding way of his life. So it is still, it is called a stage. Even I am also in learning process or in a learning stage, if we consider from the psychological point of view. So maturity and adulthood, 18 19 years and above or onwards. So these are the different stages of human growth and development. Now we will see motivation, morality and ethics. So what are these words? Motivation, morality, ethics, principles. Okay, this is what a certain set of standards which we are following or which we are getting from our home or from the society or from the school. It means morality and ethics as a part of human personality. It is a part and parcel of your life. What are your morals, what are your ethics, and every individual have their different ethics, separate principles. Okay, and they are working or they are behaving as per their own morals and with their own ethics and principles. So, and before that we will see the motivation. What is motivation? Motivation is derived from the word motive. Okay, as a noun it means an, we'll come to directly the definition or concept of motivation. Management must provide motives to people to make them work for organization. Motivation may be defined as a planned managerial process which stimulates people to work to the best of their capabilities by providing them with motives which are based on their unfulfilled needs. Okay, this is what is motivation. See, in last same also we have gone through with business communication and management. There also we have seen motivation. What is the meaning of motivation? Still we will go through with this definition. Motivation means a process of stimulating people to action to accomplish the desired goals. See, human is always getting motivated either by himself or either from others. Now how we can say that getting motivated from others? Because every human, every individual wants to move ahead in his life. They want to gain something. Okay, only monetary gain is not the ultimate aim, but they want to create their own name, their goodwill in the society. And from that angle or from that point of view, if they are highly motivated, then they will definitely prove themselves. They are the part of the society. Okay, every individual is living his own life, but some are famous, some are not famous. Why? The only thing is they have their separate ethics, they have their morals, they are following their principles. And motivation is one of the part, means they are always getting motivated by some other sources, by some other personalities. Or that is why it is said motivation means a process of stimulating people to action to accomplish the desired goods. Or motivation is a process of attempting to influence others to do your will through the possibility of gain and reward. So in fact, what is motivation? Is pressing the right button to get the desired human behavior. Exactly, it means a pressing the right button to get the desired human behavior. If your ethics, if your principles, if your morals are good, then you will definitely get, you will be self motivated. If you do not have that, then you have to get that motivation from others. There may be some other personalities in the society from whom you will get motivated, like the famous personalities. Sachin Tendulkar is there, Asha Bhosle, Lata Mangeshkar. They are the different personalities famous in their own field. So you can get motivated from them, you can learn the things from them, you can read their stories, how they have grown and how they have stated themselves as a set an example for the others in the society. So motivation is no doubt an essential ingredient of any organization. It is the psychological technique which really executes the plans and policies through the efforts of others. It means if we talk motivation with reference to the management, with reference to the business organizations, then it is a psychological technique which really executes the plans and policies through the efforts of others. Now, what are the features of motivation? It is a personal and integral feeling. Motivation is need based. If there are no needs of an individual, the process of motivation fails. If It is a behavioral concept that directs human behavior towards certain goals. Motivation is a continuous process. Okay, motivation may be positive or negative, but from personality and development point of view, personality development point of view, motivation must be positive only. Okay, you should get motivated from the right persons, so that it should not go into negativity. Then motivation is a planned process. Okay, it is a continuous as well as a planned process. It is different from job satisfaction. Okay, job satisfaction is completely different part of the management, but motivation and job satisfaction are different from each other. So this is what we have discussed today on motivation and moral ethics and principles. We will see in our next slide or in next presentation.